coming in last, bringing up the past. No one owes you anything. I think you need a shotgun blast, a kick in the ass. So paranoid, watch your back.
A little trick you can do: take a rubber band, paper clip, to help get it out of the way. Pop them all up. Sound like a stock 103, and after it'll sound like a 103 with Reaper cams. So what you want to do before you cut your push rods out, so you want to get it to where both of these are moving at the same time. And then why we put it in top gear. So now the exhaust and intake are both open at the same time. You can cut these off. Valve springs won't have any pressure under them. Try and get as high up on it as you can. For your front cylinder, you put your fingers in there, feel for the same thing. Your exhaust and intake open it at the same time. Just leave the extra piece that you cut off, give you a visual representation. Exhaust, intake, roll back a little. See how they're both moving now? I'm going to cut these off. Once you get your push rods out, I'm going to pop this off. If you're going to use anything electric, make sure you break torque on them first before you put this on there. If you got something with the clutch on it, it's even better. Help keep you from stripping something out. Keep something underneath it. Once you pull your cover off, you're going to leak some more oil.
Oh, a lot more.
Pull the gasket out. Whenever you're breaking torque on these, for your pinion and your cam, they make a tool, Jim's tool, you can slide in here. It'll keep it from rotating. What I do is just lower the back tire down. That'll keep it from rotating. Use a 1/2 inch. 9/16. You don't need to take the chain tensioner off of this either. Drain out a little more, and then you'll just pull this right off. You have to give it a little motivation. Take a small screwdriver, slide it back here. It's a little bit of force. You can also check to see if there was any modifications before, if they had it lined up right. So you have your two dots. You want to pay attention whenever you're putting it back in. You'll have to realign that. Next, remove the cam plate. So you have the 6 bolts going around. These 4 are for the oil pump, so there's no need to take those out. When you're removing your tappet covers, use the same 3/16. Just undo all 4, and then you'll have your rod going through, which actually keeps them from pushing out. There we go. You'll install these. If you're replacing your tappets, you don't have to, but if you're going to, you'll install those after you get your cam plate, oil pump, all that back in. For whenever you're removing your cam bearings, I've already taken this one out. So you grab your tool, get it in there. Slide this over. You put a little grease on it. I've already greased it from the first one. Slide your nut down until your washer gets snug. Once it's snug on there, put your dowel pin. Slide it in until it's flush. Take a 5/8 and hold it. Make sure when you're holding it you don't twist the 5/8, you're just tightening the nut down. Pull that bearing right out. You don't have to change your cam bearings, but definitely would recommend doing it. The stock Harley ones, focus on it. On the inside, if you look, there's a gap in between each roller inside your bearing. If you look, this is one of the Screaming Eagle. There's no there's not the gap inside of it. And whenever you're putting them in, you see two sides. One of them will actually have the part number on it. That part number will be facing out. So it's more rounded for the part that goes in, and a flat surface where the part number's at. It actually just gives you more for whenever you're pressing it in. And put a cinder lube, run it all over. A little bit inside here. Just have to go in easier. Again, make sure the number's facing out.
Higher rankings you get it on, I guess so.
And put your thumb screws in. You can always check, make sure your bearings align before you actually start wrenching on it. It doesn't take too much. You'll know when it seats, and you can always look back under there. I'll try and get a shot in there after I get this out of the way. So when you put them in, you should have a little bit of a lip here. If your bearing's not in all the way, or it's flush, you want to put your tool back on, push it in a little bit more. Have enough to catch your fingernail on.